Coming up next on Cooking with Ease with Elbow and BB, we show you our take on a dinner classic, lasagna, paired with a beautiful spring mix salad, and for dessert, chocolate covered strawberries. Coming up right now. Keep watching. Hey, what's up? It's BB.
What's happening? Elbow in the house.
BB in the house. Cooking with Ease. We're back to show you guys another meal.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, and what we're doing today is our theme is centered around Valentine's Day because that is coming up and love is in the air.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So we're not gonna get mushy, but we're going to show you what we consider a romantic meal for Valentine's Day. And the reason why we consider it a romantic meal is because it's the first meal that Elbow prepared for me when we started dating.
Yeah.
So remember on the previous show, we talked about the lasagna that he made, and I didn't believe he made it. Well, we're going to make that for you guys today.
But we're going to do her version, and I will admit, it's okay.
It's okay. Okay, well, let's do your version then.
We're going to do yours.
If it's just okay.
No, because it's good.
We're going to do your version.
It's good. I can't front. I cannot front. She took it to a whole nother level. I had a lot more steps, and she combined some things. She mixed some things, and she made some things. And these things just were some things.
And it ended up being a good thing.
Yeah, it did.
All right, so what you're going to need, of course, you're going to need some lasagna noodles.
Yep.
You're going to need spaghetti sauce. We have two jars here. You're going to need a bacon dish. You're going to need cheese.
Whatever kind of cheese you
like. Yep, whatever kind of cheese that you like. And we're using ricotta cheese today.
Some people use ricotta.
Yep,
some people use cottage.
Yep, some people use cottage and some people use ricotta. We're going to use ricotta cheese today. Okay, so, and then we're going to have a special treat that we're going to show you for dessert.
And I love desserts. I really love desserts. Even with me going through all of the not eating sugar and carbs and all of that stuff. Hey, but love's in the air, so I will be partaking today.
All right, give us a minute. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're over at the stove, and I'm going to show you the first step. You need to boil a pot of water. Once you bring it to a boil, then you're going to add your lasagna noodles. I'm going to show you how I do this so that they don't stick together in the pot and become a clumpy, hard mess. I put my lasagna noodles in one by one, and I set them in the pot as such. Just kind of set it. Well, that one fell in, but you kind of just set it around the pot. Like in a circle. So that they'll boil down and not stick together. This is, you don't have to do it like this, but I found this method easy. And I do, let's see, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I do about 10 to 12 lasagna noodles for the size bacon dish. Now, if you have a deep dish, then you're going to want more noodles because you're going to have more layers of lasagna. So what does it say? 4, 10. Okay. Now you see how these are all around the pot like that? You're just going to let this boil down a little bit. And then once they boil down, because they'll automatically boil down some, then you can just kind of push it in and just get it all in the pot. But they won't be touching because of the way they're positioned. Okay. Okay, so while the noodles are boiling, I have some ground beef already cooking. So you can do your lasagna with ground beef, or you can use ground turkey or ground pork, however you want. Whatever kind of meat that you want to put in your lasagna is fine, but we do ground beef. Love, 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 love ground beef. Shouldn't eat it a lot, but it's so good. So you're going to saute this down. Let me cut this up a little bit. Get this going. You're going to just brown your ground beef. And then once you brown it, you're going to drain it in a strainer to get all the excess juice off. To get it prepared for your sauce. Oh, my elbow made this dish for me. It was so good. I had never had such a tasty lasagna. I really think I had only had lasagna maybe once or twice before he made it for me. And I think I was in college when I first had lasagna. Because my mom didn't cook lasagna. I don't know why. She always made spaghetti. But lasagna wasn't her thing, I guess. So I didn't grow up eating it. But it's just so tasty if you cook it right. Get this brown. Alright, let's go back over and check on our noodles while this finishes browning up. And kind of chop your meat while you're cooking it, just to get it loose, like loose meat, and not pattied up. Okay, there we go. Now we cooking. Alright, let's go back and check on our noodles. As you can see here, they've started to boil down. So, yep, you can push them the rest and push them in if you want, or you could just let it continue to boil down. Ooh, this is hot. Okay, so they looking good. Back to this ground beef. Okay, so once this browns, I'm going to drain all this excess grease off. And this is some pretty good ground beef because there's not a whole lot of grease in the pot. You got a lot of grease, then that's not good. It's not a good pack of meat. We usually use, what, elbow, like 70-30?
80-20.
80-20, which is
80% meat, 20% fat.
okay.
But you want some fats in it, so that'll also help with the cheese melting and stuff on the inside, that kind of stuff. Keeping it, holding it together too. For those ones who don't really like beef, we suggest you can use turkey, ground turkey. That'll be good.
Yep.
Or if you don't want the
meat,
the 80-20, you could go 90-10, 97-3. No, they got all different choices, but we just chose this particular one.
or you can go meatless. If you don't want meat, you don't have to have meat in your lasagna. You can, if you want a vegetarian and no meat, that's perfectly fine. It would still be good. Like I said, if you cook it right, it'll be nice. So look at this. So this is pretty much brown. And I'm going to drain this excess. See, it's not a whole lot of grease. So I'm going to go ahead. You definitely want to drain this because if you don't, all of this grease will be in your lasagna. You don't want that. Okay, so I have drained the ground beef. So now let me show you how I do my sauce. And like I said earlier, I use 2 jars of sauce. You can be adventurous and make your own spaghetti sauce, but for time's sake, it's less expensive also to just buy a jar of sauce. And it's whatever brand that you want to use. So I'm going to put 2 jars in here in the same pot that I ground, the skillet that I ground the, oh Lord,
The beef in.
The beef in. Okay, I'm hungry. So, all right. So, once we get the 2 jars in, I add Italian seasoning, oregano leaves, thyme leaves, and basil leaves. So I combine all of those seasonings together and put them in my sauce. Okay. So once I put that in, now one little trick that I do just to kick it up a notch is that I add a spaghetti seasoning pack. And I got this spaghetti is zesty, thick and zesty spaghetti sauce seasoning mix. I got this from Kroger. And it doesn't matter what kind, as long as it says spaghetti seasoning pack. You can toss this over into your sauce just to kick it up a notch. That's one of my little secrets, I'm telling you guys. So I pour that over into my sauce. And then you're going to stir it all up together. This is also how I make my spaghetti. I make my spaghetti the same way. I just use a spaghetti noodle instead of making it lasagna. But I make the sauce the same way for my spaghetti. So that's all mixed up. And once you get it all, it smells so good. Once you get it all mixed up, then you're going to add your ground beef. And then you're going to have a meat sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and add the ground beef. Pour that in. And our noodles should be getting ready. Should be ready shortly. But you mix it all in. Let me tell you guys, I am not a sugar cook. A lot of people add sugar to their spaghetti sauce. I do not do that. You can, especially for those who have the acid reflux really bad. If you toss a little sugar in, it kind of cuts the acid a little bit. It's not so much acidy, but I don't put sugar in my food. So I just kind of suffer a little bit because I do have my bouts with acid reflux, but I don't add the sugar because I'm diabetic. All right, look at that, and it smells amazing. Look at there. If you want, you can taste your sauce before you put your lasagna together. You can taste it to see how you like it. If you want to add more seasonings to it, you can. Like I said, I put basil leaves, thyme leaves, oregano, and Italian seasoning all together, and then I use that spaghetti seasoning pack from the grocery store. So let's take a look at our noodles. They are boiling beautifully. All right, so we will be back in a moment to show you how we put this together. Meet me at the counter.
Well, all right.
All right.
So she put that together over there on that stove, that sauce. How she did her sauce and her meat mixture. That's hers. That's how she do hers. I did mine completely different. I was a layer person at the time. I would just do my sauce, then throw my meat on top of the sauce, then all the other ingredients, and then layer it up. But this actually simplified it a little bit better. I gotta give her kudos for that. So she did her thing.
Yes, thank you.
But she is allowing me to come in and layer it up for y'all.
Yep, I'm gonna let him do it because he cooled my noodles down. So let me just tell you guys, okay? I do not rinse my noodles. When I make mac and cheese, when I make anything pasta, I don't rinse my noodles unless it's a cold dish. The reason why I don't is because all of the ingredients marry together in my opinion, a lot better when the noodles are still hot. But Elbow decided that he wanted to cool my lasagna noodles down. So now I'm going to let him layer it for you guys.
Do this look cool to you?
He said they were too hot to handle.
You
I can handle them. I can handle the hot noodle. He can't. So he cooled them down with cold water and rinsed them off a little bit. They're still warm. They're not hot, but I like my noodles hot. And so see like how he's putting on the ricotta, it would be kind of melting down into the noodle really nice when the noodle is really hot. So, but it's up to you guys how you want to do it. It's still going to be good. That's just my personal preference. I don't cool down any of my noodle dishes unless it's going to be a cold pasta dish. So, we took 3 noodles and we put them down in the baking dish. And then now he's putting on the ricotta cheese. You just put a layer on the noodles. And then once you put the ricotta cheese layer on, you're going to put some of the meat sauce on. And then meat sauce smells so good.
It smells amazing. We did 3 layers on ours because that's what fits all the way across the bottom. So if you have a shorter, wider pan, you may require more noodles going across the bottom.
Right. And you may require more layers if you have, like I said earlier, if you have a deep dish baking pan, you're going to require more noodles, and you're going to require more layers.
Ooh, look at that. And what we did was we took some spinach and I warmed it up. Actually, I got the frozen kinds who was already chopped, so I just warmed it up, broke it down, and now I'm going to layer that on top of the meat sauce as well. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get in here with my hands today, y'all. This is how we doing it. Because you can actually spread this around. You don't need a whole lot because you're layering.
And you can make, you know, like we said, you can make your lasagna however you want. We like spinach in our lasagna. We also have made lasagna with seafood, like shrimp. And it's just amazing like that. So
we
however
did
you
with the shrimp, and then we did one with these little lobster bite thingies.
the Lagostino. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. If you can find Lagostino is
amazing.
It's lobster. It's already cooked, and it's little bitty lobster tails in a bag, and they come frozen in a bag, and they're already cooked. And you can find Lagostino. You just rinse them off, and you put them down in your lasagna. Look at that! Isn't she lovely?
It is
beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Let's get this cheese melted.
Yes. Off to the oven she goes. I am so waiting for this.
Yes. So we did 3 layers. We used 10 lasagna noodles. We used 2 jars of sauce and 2 bags of cheese. And we had a small container of ricotta. All right.
All right. Off to the oven she go.
Yes.
Alright, so the lasagna is in the oven.
And she is looking good.
Yes.
I said
yes.
she.
Well, it's her, so it could be a she.
Yes.
Yeah, she does look good. I can't wait to get a little nibble of that. It's gonna be delicious. So what we get ready to put together now is this strawberry salad, strawberry pecan salad, and like we say, you can just get a little spring mix here, you know, the spring mix because it has all of the leafy greens in it.
And that's another Aldi item?
It is. Very inexpensive. Look at that. Oh my God. That looks good already.
Yeah.
If you was a rabbit, you could just eat it just like that.
Yeah, I like the spring mix. You know, I'm not real big on, you know, the regular iceberg lettuce. There's actually no nutritional value in regular iceberg lettuce, so you gotta get the greens.
Just water.
Yeah, just get the greens.
So
Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap getting that iceberg. Get the greens.
I'm gonna dice up. Well, I'm gonna slice up, not dice up. The cucumber here. And then I just put them on all over the top there.
Nice. I love cucumber. Oh my God, I could eat cucumber by itself.
Put them all over for this nice little dish here. Yeah, I take me some mushrooms.
As you guys can tell, we love mushrooms.
I sure do. And they just make your plating and everything look so good.
Yes.
Once you get down in it. Split that up like that a little bit there. You a little bit there.
So, what made you decide to make lasagna when we first started dating? I was skeptical. I was really skeptical about going to your house to eat because I didn't know you that well, so I was being really careful. But something just said, "Go ahead, you'll be all right."
Yeah, you was all right. Well, I'm slicing up these strawberries just to get this going. But to answer your question, what made me do it is because I wanted to impress you. I didn't want to do traditional, you know, foods that anybody else would do on a date. That a man would do coming to their house.
What?
Chicken and spaghetti.
I was gonna say get the bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken or Church's Chicken or Popeye's Chicken.
Right. or some Captain J's these days. And some fries. Or what they do is they have their mama put them together, some mac and cheese. They go buy some already made chicken, throw it in the oven.
That's nice.
You know, I really wanted to impress you because I was impressed when I met you.
You were?
Yeah.
What was you impressed about?
I was impressed that, one, you had a job.
Oh, you wanted some money. No.
No,
you didn't want no broke chick.
No, I didn't want no broke chick. if she broke, she's another bill.
Wait a minute, I saw that on Facebook. Somebody said that. Oh my God.
I'm just joking around. To some people,
some
wives don't have to work. They don't have to work.
Yeah.
Some may inherited a lot of money, so she may not be broke. But me, I wanted a woman who had her own everything. I like to top this salad here with some feta, with some good old crumbled feta, my fellow feta. Just top it off like that there. I love feta cheese. It smells so good. My daughters always say, the youngest, I want the white cheese. She be talking about this feta cheese. Ooh, she love that crumb.
Oh, you about to kick it up.
Yeah, add some of these chopped pecans in there.
Oh, I remember when I caramelized those for you one time.
Yes,
oh my
goodness.
So
that
good.
Caramelized.
You can caramelize these pecans with butter and brown sugar in a skillet and just saute it, and they'll caramelize. Like a candy coating. So good.
But that's how that looks. Now you can eat this with balsamic vinaigrette, which I have here, or you know, if
raspberry
vinaigrette. Any of the vinaigrettes really goes good with this. I wouldn't really do no ranch dressing on it, but this right here is amazing.
Yes, it is.
And then you get you some nice china, fellas. You get you some nice china, and when you sit this salad out there, I guarantee you she's gonna start with this salad. How long this lasagna is supposed to be in the oven?
Really until the cheese melts, maybe about 15-20 minutes. But let's see what's going on over here in this oven.
All right, let's go on over here to this oven.
Come on, y'all.
Check it out.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, look at that. It looks so good and cheesy.
Yes, and the aroma over here is amazing.
Oh my God, look at that.
Show them what we working with,
Wow,
baby.
Look
Oh
at
my
that.
God.
I know y'all saw that.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee. That when it came out that
Make
oven.
you want to
look at
dance, okay?
Yes,
Come on
indeed.
now. Hey, look at that. Yes, we did that, baby.
Get the bump going. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that looks so good.
This is amazing. It smells so good.
Look at that cheese.
And look how that medley go. Look how they just look.
Look at this.
Yes.
You know what? Some people wouldn't say this is a romantic meal, but it is to us. Cause it's so good.
Is. But watch this.
Oh my God.
When we put this on the plate, along with that salad, you gon' with that bowl of salad, you gonna say, "Oh yeah, it's romantic up in there. It's love up in there."
Yes, it's love all in the food.
Now here's the trick to plating a lasagna. You have to let it cool down some. You can't just go sticking no knife in here as soon as it comes out of the oven. Cause soon as you put it on the plate, plop, it's a mess. Sauce everywhere. Then it won't be romantic.
Let it rest.
It will not be pretty.
Yes.
I guarantee you, if you let it rest for about a good 10 minutes, it's still going to be hot. It's going to be together. You want everything to just come back together. Like you just made a muscle. You just, it's just there. It's just going to be there. So,
okay, let's let this rest. And while it's resting, I'm going to show you guys how to make chocolate covered strawberries, because that is a signature for Valentine's Day. You know, everybody gets chocolate covered strawberries. It's really simple and easy to make, and I'm going to show you how to do it.
All right.
You can make your own. Back to show you how we're going to dip these chocolate covered strawberries. Really simple to do. And it's a signature item for Valentine's Day. Something about chocolate covered strawberries, it just says love.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're going to need, milk chocolate, you're going to need white chocolate, and you're going to need strawberries, and you're going to need, I use screwers, but you can use toothpicks to stick inside your strawberries for dipping, but I use screwers. And then also I use this tall cup to place my strawberries in after they've been dipped. But you can get one of those foam blocks from like Michael's, and you can just stick your sticks down in there so that they sit up and they will dry and won't have that saucer bottom. If you dip your strawberries and then you set them down, they're going to have a saucer bottom. I mean, it's going to be a flat bottom. But I don't make mine like that. I set mine up so that it's even all the way around. So you want to get started, you want to make sure that you wash your strawberries ahead of time and dry them off. Make sure they're completely dry before you dip them. And what I do is I take my strawberries, the leaves, and I push them up out of the way so they won't get inside the chocolate like this. I bring them up, okay? So they won't get inside the chocolate. And don't worry if some of the leaves kind of break off a little bit. Don't worry. It'll be fine. You see that? Okay, so let's put the screwers inside the strawberry, the top of the strawberry. You just stick it down in there like this. And you can do some of those for me.
All right.
See how this is? All the leaves are out the way. Just be very careful not to break them off all the way. Then I have my melted chocolate. Now I use almond bark from Aldi. You can use chocolate candy melts. They sell them everywhere pretty much, and you just have to melt them in the microwave. or you can do a double boil method on the stove. But it's easier to just melt it in the microwave like 30 seconds at a time so you won't burn it.
Yeah.
And you have to stir it in between each 30 seconds or you're going to burn your chocolate.
Yeah, so stores like Michael's have them.
Yeah, Michael's, they have candy melts.
Candy melts.
Yeah, candy melts are okay, but they're not as easy to use as regular melting chocolate. But what you have to do,
the baker's chocolate.
Yeah, what you have to do is make sure that when you melt your chocolate that it has a runny consistency like this. Make sure that it's runny like this. Because if it's not going to set up, it's not going to cover your chocolate correctly. Okay? Mm-hmm. It has to be like this. What I do, I put my almond bark in the glass bowl, and then I put a spoonful of shortening, vegetable shortening in this, and it gives it that, makes it a little bit more runny. Okay. So that's a little trick you can do. Put a little vegetable shortening in there. Okay, so now let's get to dipping. So we're going to take our strawberry, we're going to dip it down into the chocolate. And then you're going to bring it up, and then you kind of shake it a little bit to get the excess chocolate off. You don't want to waste any of this chocolate because it's just so good.
And expensive.
So, well, this particular is not the regular chocolate, like Merkins and stuff. It's like almost $5 a pound. Yeah, that's stuff. So I use when I do my chocolate covered strawberries for Valentine's Day for my customers. I use that chocolate, the more expensive chocolate. But for us, I just use the almond bark. So you see this? See how pretty that is? And then I set it in the glass like that. So it can be up and won't have that saucer bottom. So I'm gonna dip this next one.
Yeah, she does this week.
So good.
She even taught the kids how to do these. This is nice. It's a nice little family time thing you can do in the kitchen. Getting ready for Valentine's Day, and with your girls. See, I got two daughters. And the missus here, so this is something that we like to do as well, all together. And you could dip other fruits in this too. Like slice up some apples, pat them dry, and dip them down in there too.
Look at that.
Oh, that is so beautiful. And it doesn't take a long time for this chocolate to set up.
Not at all. And once it's set up, I'm going to show you guys how to put the stripes on it, as you typically see. With chocolate dip strawberries, you see stripes on them.
Yeah, this is something really, really easy to do.
Yep.
And fellas, if you pull this off, oh my goodness.
Let me show you another little something that you can do.
You pull this off.
You can put sprinkles on. You can put sprinkles on, but you have to put the sprinkles on before the chocolate sets up and dries. So I just dip this one. I'm going to shake it off. You can cover it with sprinkles. I have wax paper here. You can cover it with sprinkles, or you can stripe and then put the sprinkles on the stripe. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
I'm being a little messy. I typically have a little bowl where all the excess sprinkles can go in.
Look at that.
And just let that set up and dry.
Happy V-Day.
Alright, so it looks like this one is dry, so I'm going to show you guys how I do the stripe. Now, if you want more control over how your stripes look, you can get you a little plastic baggie and put your chocolate down in there and cut a very tiny hole at the bottom of it, and it gives you more control over how you stripe your strawberries. But just for time's sake, I'm just going to show you a quick way to do it. And you make sure you stripe it over like some parchment paper or wax paper or even paper towel, so this chocolate won't get on your counter. So you gotta make sure it's running like this. Here, let me bring this over. This is a little melting pot. But you don't have to have one of these, but it just keeps your chocolate from setting up, keeping it warm.
Keep it nice
it
and
tempers
runny and
it.
warm. Oh yeah, look at that.
See that?
Look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look
You
at
can
that.
do one side or you can do both. Let's do it again.
Oh.
See that?
Watch.
Look how pretty that is.
Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually do the white and the milk chocolate. You can do this over the bowl.
Woo! Look at that.
Look at that.
And then once that sets up, it'll be good enough to bite.
Yes. And I like these nice and cold and chilled in the refrigerator.
Yeah. That's that yummy goody good.
Yes.
It's setting up good.
We got 2 more. And you know what? Off camera, I might have to make some more because I know the kitties are going to want some. Look at that. Now this is the time where it's kind of hard to find strawberries because they're not in season right now. If you do find them, they are going to be expensive. And that's why when you buy these from someone who makes them, they are expensive. Because the strawberries can get expensive.
And then you want to get good strawberries. You know, it's hard to, like she said, it's hard to find them. And you want to get a nice size strawberry because, you know, you don't want to get nobody no little itty bitty one chew and it's gone strawberry. Yeah, see, this that stuff that she brought to the table before we got married. I mean, when I met her, she had all this going on, and we combined my gourmet cooking with her skills of sweets, because she does a lot more than just cakes, and it's just a whole beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Look how pretty they are.
Look at that.
So if you really want to be impressive, get you some cupcake cups. And I have some Valentine's Day cupcake cups. And you can put your strawberry, once they dry, put your strawberries in them. Once they dry, you can set your strawberries in there. And you can put them in a box and make it really cute. And you can gift it.
Yep. So fellas, you do that. You put it in the box, like she said. Get you a few of these. Sit them out on the table, and say, here you go, darling. Here's a little treat for you. Why don't you nibble on one of those while we go over there and get this lasagna out this oven, girl.
And trust, you will get brownie points because women love chocolate.
Yes,
not unless they're allergic. Now, if you have somebody that's allergic to strawberries, then you can dip another fruit. Try dipping Granny Smith apples. You can get you an apple slicer and dip the slices. You can still stick the screwers in there and then dip the slices down and do the same thing, but just do it with apples, or you could do it with pineapple. It's up to you. If there's an allergy, then try something different.
Try something different. And if you think that's all too much for you, you're more than welcome to give Sensational Sweets and Eats a call, and we'll hook you right on up.
Yep, we'll hook it up.
Hook you right on up.
Let's get to this lasagna.
Yeah, so we're going to let this hang out for a minute and let it all, set up real good. Let the chocolate get firm before she puts them in these cups. But right now, I'm going to walk over there and get this lasagna and bring it back to this counter so we can slice it and dice it and eat it up.
Yes.
Right back. All right. Here we are. The yummy goodness. so.
Oh, it smells so
Oh,
good.
it looks so amazing. It's
Come
so
on,
gooey,
babe. Let's
gooey.
go on and cut it up. And while you cutting, I'm going to plate this salad. Well, I'm going to bowl this salad. Ooh, yeah. This is a nice dinner. And I so appreciate you making this for me when we first met.
Well, I'm glad.
Yes, it's so delicious. And it's very hearty and filling.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that salad. Oh, my goodness. Yes. So
remember we said you have to let this cool. But so you could be able to scoop it out and plate it right. And none of your stuff run all over the place. So you just play around with it for a minute here. And then you get to scooping. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Look at that. Ooh, wait.
Woo, 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 woo.
Slide that on out the way there. Let them see that there. Look at that.
Ooh, what a dressing. What a dressing.
What, you want to try the balsamic?
Sure.
Here's the balsamic. Look at that there, y'all. Y'all see that? It's not running all over the plate.
A little.
Ooh, wait. Little fork for you, darling.
Alright. Let me taste this salad. Look at that. Strawberry, mushroom, pecan, feta.
I can't get my strawberry.
We need a little cucumber here. I ain't even looked up. Woo!
That's good.
Yes.
Look at that. She trying to hold out on this strawberry over here. She ain't put a lot in this plate, but I'm just gonna give me a little nibble of that there with that mushroom, that pecan. Give me a little bit of that feta.
Oh yeah. Next time we gonna caramelize these pecans. We just kick it up.
Now, go and get you some of that there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that cheese. Ooh. That's that ooey gooiness.
And it's not real hot. Oh yeah, I like that. That spinach and mushroom and that sauce with that meat. Everything just married together. And the cheese.
That is so awesome. That is amazing.
Ooh, I got to pat myself on the back. Yes.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Delicious.
She deserved it. She did good. Look at that.
Ooh, I'm impressed with myself. Ooh, and my noodles are not hard. They're perfect.
And like I said, you let it cool down so you can slice it, and then it won't run all over in here. Like the middle won't be all on the side where it's already sliced. It's already still put together. It's waiting on you to finish slicing it. But this is amazing, people. This makes a great date night right here. This makes a great date night.
And then after dinner, we got these beautiful strawberries. Just put them in the refrigerator while you're eating. If you like them cold, like I do. And then there you go.
There you have it.
There you
Date
have
night.
it.
Get you a little bottle of whatever it is you like, champagne or a bottle of wine, and you good to go. Get you a strawberry Stella Rose.
You can't go wrong, fellas.
Can't go wrong. Or if you want to break the monotony up from the strawberry, going all the way to the other side, get you something tropical, like the pineapple or the mango, something like that. This is excellent. But again, this is the lasagna, the strawberry pecan salad, dipped strawberries. I'm Elbow.
And I'm BB.
And we out.